I'm Don Andrews with Butte News, and I'm here with...
Behr, owner of Homestake Pub.
And Jean, how did you come across Homestake Pub? Like, when did you guys first know that you wanted to do something in this space?
Well, we had a food truck for 4 years before we opened this place, and so our dream was to always open a brick and mortar. And then we met Lisa, the owner of Miner's Pub, and she was looking to get out of the restaurant, move into the food truck, and we were looking to get out of the food truck and into a restaurant. And we looked at the space, and both my husband and I instantly saw what we wanted to do with it. We felt like we had a good start on the menu with our food truck, and we just went for it.
What was the name of the food truck, if you don't mind me asking?
The People's Sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we started in Bozeman, Belgrade, and then we brought it over here to Butte when we moved here a couple years ago. And then, opened here last December.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting regular customers and everything?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's really, the feeling that we're going for here. Just cozy neighborhood pub, good food, welcoming staff, and really, people come once and then they come again and they bring their friends and then their friends bring their friends. And so we really are building that kind of space where people feel welcome, people come by themselves because they know there's going to be someone to talk to, either at the bar with them or behind the bar. And, we get families in, we get college kids. We really serve everyone in the community.
Mm-hmm. And you got a great back patio area
Oh my God.
as well.
Great patio. Wish Butte summers were a little longer. But
that 1 month isn't long enough?
I think we got 2 solid months this year. But yeah, it's been great. We do brunch on Sundays, and we've had live music out there. And I think once the weather turns, we're going to keep the live music going on Sundays, but just move it inside. Mm-hmm. And that's been really fun. We've gotten to know a lot of the local musicians, which is really important to us. We want to support those folks. We've got a local artist, Chelsea Smith, up on our walls here. And so we just want to support other local businesses, support local artists, and just build community that way.
Mm-hmm. Are there going to be any menu changes or anything like that coming up for the seasons? Or?
Yeah, so we've got our mainstays on the menu that aren't going to go away. Our Philly cheesesteak will never go away. Our Reuben will never go away. But right now we just added cheese curds, which are a big hit. And we also put on a sausage platter as kind of our fall food. And then as we move back into winter, we're going to bring back or try out some new heartier dishes, because last winter we did shepherd's pie and bangers and mash, and so we might bring those back, or we might come up with something new.
Yeah, shepherd's pie is one of my favorites, so I'm all for it.
Absolutely, and ours is really good.
What is your brunch time?
We're open 10 to 3 on Sundays, and
Is there Saturday brunch too, or just Sunday?
Just Sunday.
Okay.
Just Sunday for now. It's something we've considered, maybe again next summer, because brunch is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just do brunch on Sundays, and that's the only day that we close at 3. The other days we're open until 10. Mm-hmm. And we just opened for Mondays too, which is exciting, because there's not a whole lot of places you can eat
in
Butte on
Mondays.
Monday. Yep, we knew we were really hoping to fill that need as well. And yeah, our brunch is it's fun. It's pretty much the same people every week. Our stuffed French toast is absolutely to die for. Our biscuits and gravy the biscuits and gravy are made here in-house by one of our staff. And so it's a really great time. And it's just an extension of everything that we wanted this place to be. Just, approachable food that's done well, served with love. And, that's what we want every single person to feel when they walk in here.
And how long have you been in the food service industry?
I have been in the food service industry since I was 16. I took a few years off. I worked for about 10 years in the nonprofit world, but my husband, the other half of Homestake Pub, he's done bars and restaurants and then the food truck his entire career. So it's in our blood. We both love it, and it just feels great to see the response that we've gotten from the community. you know, being not from Butte, like, you know, we feel just so embraced and like so welcomed, and we love Butte. I mean, we moved here, and within like 2 weeks, I was like, we're never leaving this place, right? My husband was like, yeah, like, we have found our home, and we couldn't be happier.
What are some of kind of like the differences between having the brick and mortar compared to having the food truck?
It's a lot more about the interactions that we get to have, because at the food truck, you know, we had regulars, we got to know people, but being able to like really, you know, have them sit here for an hour, have a beer, chat, it's just a much easier way to get to know people than kind of like shouting over the like window of the food truck, you know, like trying to have those interactions, but it's so much easier here. And you know, again, on the food truck, like, it's winter more than half of the year here, so people would just like run in, grab their stuff, and leave. But here, you know, people can stay for 20 minutes and eat real quick, or they can stay for 2 hours and play Miss Pac-Man.
I saw the video games back there.
I know.
Nice.
It's like my husband's like 80s dream game room.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, it's like you see the kids like playing these games that they've never, you know, probably never would have encountered anywhere else, and then the parents like showing them how to play, and like, you know, they still have their moves down, and it's just, yeah, the game room, I'm glad that it came together the way that it did, because it's really a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And the shuffleboard table. Do you guys get much use out of that?
Oh yeah. Can't go wrong with a good shuffleboard. Yeah. And that was actually that was the first piece in the game room was that shuffleboard table, and then we've just built it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any future shuffleboard nights?
You know, that is an interesting question. I have thought about doing like a Miss Pac-Man night, like people just come in and whoever gets the highest score, like at the end of the night, wins something. And you know, we've thought about, you know, maybe adding a trivia night or a couple of things. It's really, you know, if people bring ideas to us, you know, we're happy to do it. And you know, we love getting use out of that back room because it is so nostalgic and so fun. Sorry, I'm like trying to think of more things to say. And I'm a talker.
You're nailing it so far.
Oh, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit, like, are you from Montana originally? I know you're not from Butte.
No, I am originally from a small town in northern Minnesota, Grand Rapids, and then I have lived all over, like as far east as Philadelphia, Denver, Minneapolis, Kansas City, North and South Dakota, like Missouri, you name it. I've lived, let me not have the states, but I've lived a lot of places, and we moved to Montana 6 years ago. My husband is originally from, he was born in Milwaukee. His dad was in the Air Force, so he's lived all over too, and he was living in Milwaukee when we met, and we moved to Montana 6 years ago. I took a job as the executive director of a nonprofit up in Big Sky. And then when I left that job, we went full-time on the food truck, moved to Butte, and the rest is history, I guess. I just can't say enough good things about Butte and the community here. It's just, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's such a like cast of characters. It's like a sitcom episode, like most days, because you know, you see a little bit of everyone in this community, and everyone knows each other, and you know, has a story, and it's so much fun to feel like we, you know, being so new here, like feeling like we are truly like a part of the fabric of the community, which is exactly what we wanted. Yeah.
And long term, do you see any changes, expansions, anything like that? Are you happy with the space right now?
We are happy with the space. I mean, parking is an issue with this building, which is a little bit of a challenge. But, you know, as far as what Homestake Pub is, I think Homestake Pub will always be here and be this. You know, if we ever have the opportunity to open something in the future, you know, who knows? But right now, we're so happy with where we are. We're so happy with, like I said, the welcome that we've gotten. We're so happy with the freedom that we get to, you know, change up our menu every couple of months, to always have fun beers rotating, to add, you know, like brunch wasn't something that we started with, but now it's become one of our, you know, most popular days. And so it just feels so nice to have that kind of like freedom and, you know, to have the staff that we have to like implement all of the things that we've wanted to do, because there's no way without these amazing people that, you know, work with us that we'd be able to be open 7 days a week, and that Kyle and I still take one day off a week. And it's so exciting to have not even been open for a year, and you know, a lot of the things that were kind of in our like 3-year plan are coming together. And so it's just really exciting. We took a big leap of faith to do this, and it's so rewarding.
And is there a favorite dish that you have on your menu or had on your menu?
Yes. Since our food truck days, I still eat like a Philly a week. It's so good. And I lived in Philadelphia. Like, I know a good cheesesteak. And so...
Cheese whiz or no cheese whiz?
So we do a white American. I never got on board with the cheese whiz situation. But yeah, the white American, it gives you that like creamy without the kind of disturbing look of the cheese whiz on top. But yeah, I think ours is pretty authentic. I mean, the cheese curds that we just put on the menu, like my being from Minnesota and my husband being from Wisconsin, like there's that natural rivalry there. But I did tell someone.
I'm from Illinois. Right?
Oh, okay. So you know, yeah, you're in the trifecta of hate. But yeah, I told a regular of ours the other day, I'm like, the only reason why you marry a man from Wisconsin is for his cheese curds.
Yeah, I think growing up in the Midwest, cheese is basically spice.
It is. Yep. Yeah, I don't think I tasted hot sauce until I was like in my mid-20s.
So there's some work going on right now on the taps.
Yes. So that is one of our friends from Summit, and he is coming to clean our lines, and one of our beers has been pouring really foamy, so he's going to try to get that taken care of for us. But yeah, it's great. I mean, we work with all local vendors for the most part. All of our ground beef and our breakfast sausage and our steaks all come from Excelsior Meats.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so we work closely with them. Hayden, Zip, and what's the other one? And Summit. All the local distributors. We work with Butte Produce. We like to keep things as local as we can, and we, you know, like I said, we like to change up the menu with the seasons, and we don't ever want to just, you know, settle on anything just because, you know, it's worked in the past. Like we want to give people reasons to keep coming back, because they always know there's going to be a new barrel-aged stout on tap, or a new menu item, or a new special that we are trying out.
Yeah.
And it keeps it exciting for us too, because you don't just want to see the same thing all day, every day.
Yeah, I feel like when you're just, you know, doing nothing but basically chain restaurants, which in a lot of areas that's all you have.
Right.
And you might as well they just should change the name to Cisco.
Right.
Because it's just all the same food,
right.
Slightly different, you know, packaging.
Maybe a different dipping sauce or something, yeah. And, you know, it's because it's our place, like we have so much pride in what we offer and the service we provide. Like everything in this place, oh, there he is because Kyle and I put everything that we have into this place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, babe. We have to get him on camera at least once, right?
See how long it takes him.
I know. He's like, see you over there.
This is going to be half the interview, too. We're just going to wait in real time.
Awesome.
I'm Don Andrews with Butte News.
Kyle O'Hearn with Homestake Pub. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, sir. Your wife's been filling us in on everything that's been going on here. She said you hate interviews, so you weren't coming.
That is not what I said.
Only half true.
He just asked me, like, what is something about Homestake Pub that we would really like to highlight in the story?
It's a lot of pressure. Just wanted to create a good neighborhood place to hang out and have some good food, good beer, mainly locally sourced stuff, and meet some new people, hang out.
Do you get any Milwaukee vibes from Butte, or?
I do, yeah. Butte reminds me a lot of kind of the blue collar, working class towns that I've seen. Milwaukee's got, it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a diverse city, just like Butte has been and still is, with people from all over the world coming here to settle. The food scene's really nice. It's a big drinking town, so that's pretty similar here as well. But,
Yeah, there are a lot of similarities. We always said Butte was like if Milwaukee and Duluth, Minnesota had a baby, it would be Butte.
or if Butte had a baby, it would be Duluth and Milwaukee.
That's true.
So yeah, just the people here, honest, good folks, and they'll let you know what's on their mind,
Oh, yeah.
good and bad. So we enjoy that.
Yeah, I love it.
We get some really good beers that you don't see very often.
Do you have
Really like
something
the
that's
rare
your
stuff.
favorite right now that's on tap?
Well, my favorite, we dedicate one line for barrel-aged beers, some more of the rare stuff. So right now we have the Bourbon County from Goose Island, which is a pretty well sought out beer worldwide.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rare product as well. Pardon me, I've got allergies going on. Behind that we have, it's called Rye on Rye from Boulevard. So it's a rye ale aged in rye whiskey barrels by Boulevard Brewing. So that's kind of my favorite, circulating those. We like to highlight a lot of local stuff. We're sure to try it first a few times to make sure it's good.
Yeah, and that is really fun to have our reps bring in new things. I feel like I know beer, and then they're still bringing us things that I've never heard of, breweries I've never tried, and so that's really exciting because then we get to bring it to people. Right now we've got a special release from Mother Earth Brewing called Hot Monster, and we just put it on, and people are really excited about it. And so yeah, we have a few standard. You'll always see Coors Banquet on tap. That's our one domestic, and then everything else will change throughout the year.
And I know we just mentioned 3 beers that are not Montana beers, but we have a lot of Montana beers.
That's true.
So we just like to show a good variety and something for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. I think I might have to try one of those barrel-aged beers in a Philly.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Absolutely.